Welcome back to Great Day Live. Back here in the Charlie Wilson KitchenAid kitchen with Chef Brandi Alexander showing us all of her top easy summer appetizers for crowds large and small, or just your own. You can just make this for yourself. I've loved everything so far. Earlier in the show, we tackled some appetizers. Now on to the drinks.
Okay, well, we do have one more appetizer coming.
You do have one more appetizer.
It looks a little like a drink. Have you ever had gazpacho?
I love gazpacho.
Well, there are some people who are a little afraid of like the cold vegetable soup, but I've got a little spin on it.
Okay.
I do watermelon gazpacho. And I think it eases people into the gazpacho game a little bit.
Right, because you know watermelon should be cold anyway.
Yes, and I love sweet and savory. You know, watermelon's supposed to be cold. So we've got some beautiful red
fruit.
And yellow watermelon. We're going to put a couple cups in of each.
And again, in abundance at the grocery store right now.
Yes.
Which I love that you zero. What you looking for?
Can you hand me the mint?
The mint right here? Yes.
Yeah, we just need that water.
I love that it's a lot of times what you see the most at the farmer's market, what you see the most at the grocery store.
The grocery tells me what to cook.
On sale, right? Like we don't need to create these things that are crazy expensive. This is in abundance and on sale right now. There we go.
So, if you didn't know, what thickens gazpacho is bread.
Okay.
You take one piece of white bread or French bread and put a little bit of water on it, let it set for at least 30 seconds to a minute. That's your thickener.
Okay.
If you are gluten-free, you can also thicken it with some avocado.
Okay.
I've done that before.
Avocado.
You can also thicken it with gluten-free bread, but it's a little gritty. I recommend the avocado. So we've got our red and yellow watermelon. We're putting in some cucumber. I like to peel half of them and leave half of them with the skin on.
Why?
I like the peeling. I like the flavor of it. Too much peeling makes it a little bitter.
True.
So I remove half of it.
Okay.
We've got about 2/3 of a large red bell pepper here. You can leave those skins on.
Okay.
We are supposed to have 4 large tomatoes, and my daughter snuck and hid 8. She ate 8 large tomatoes, so we are using cherry from our other recipes.
Super good substitute there.
Yes. We've got some red onion we're gonna add, some garlic, and then these two, this is our red wine vinegar. Some people add sherry vinegar. I like to add sherry wine.
Okay.
So I do the combination of the two. What we're gonna start by doing though is this is gonna be a little difficult to blend at first, so we're gonna blend just some watermelon by itself because it's just gonna turn into water.
And that's gonna add the water in here.
Yes.
I know, I've been here. I've been with Chef Brandi before, I know what's up.
So see, watermelon really is just water. You know,
That's
it's liquid.
Yeah.
So,
Got it?
yeah, we probably should have blended a little more watermelon first.
It's okay.
But
We get the idea.
Yeah, and we're gonna add our garlic in.
Okay.
Now you can add mint. I prefer basil.
With the tomato too. I prefer basil too. I know I like mint with watermelon, but could you do either or?
Yeah, you can. A lot of people will do the mint because of the watermelon, but I really like the basil with it. Yeah, if you just leave a little bit of it. There it goes.
You're doing less.
There we go.
There we go.
Blends up real nice.
Right. I like your little hand blender. Do you use that more than a regular blender?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. It's going to actually blend it better.
Okay.
I know that was a little rough start because there was no liquid. Yeah, you want a smooth consistency for your gazpacho. You don't want great big chunks of things in it.
Right.
This one's a KitchenAid one. It's a little fancier probably than you really need. You can get you a $20 one from Walmart.
Really?
Yes, and it'll...
I bet it's easier to clean out too.
Yeah, it's really easy to clean, and you can just do it in a large cup too, you know, smaller portions.
I like this.
You just add your bread.
I did
your
not know
vinegars.
that bread goes in gazpacho.
Yes.
I had no idea. When I make mine, no wonder it's too watery.
Don't forget salt and pepper. Don't forget salt and pepper. Also, if it's too watery, you can add a little bit more cucumber, and you can add a little bit of the avocado, even if it's not.
Okay.
Don't add more watermelon if it's too watery.
It'll become more watery.
Yes. Taste it. See if it needs more salt and pepper. And then just serve it in a beautiful little dish. It doesn't have to be in a glass. You know, it can be in a little bowl. It can be in, you know, a shot glass.
Baby
Take
stepping
some of your toppings
into cold soup.
Yes, take some of your toppings. You can tell that the batch I made this morning had more red watermelon in it than yellow. And this one had more yellow, you can tell by the color. But you want to
some
make it
plastic.
about a day ahead though, because the flavors actually taste better the next day.
It probably settles and
Yeah, it's kind of
Right?
like chili, you know, the liquids
Yeah.
absorb more flavors the longer they sit.
oh, that's good. Oh, I like the little crunch on top there.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
you
that's so
know,
good.
it's a lot different than you would think
It
a
is.
savory watermelon soup would be.
I thought the watermelon would be overwhelming and would like confuse the cucumber and the tomato. It's delicious. It kind of blends so well together. It almost tastes like a tomato soup.
It
Kind
does,
of.
it does.
really
It's got a little sweetness. You can
Very, very
also
good.
top it with like cocktail shrimp if you want to add a protein to it. Pairs well with it.
So many ways to go. Now on to the drinks.
Okay, so before
Okay.
we make our drinks, we are going to make some beautiful fruit cubes.
Most beautiful fruit cubes I have ever
Aren't
seen.
they gorgeous?
You guys are
There's-
not going to want to eat these. Or I bet when they melt in the glass, it's just beautiful. Then you get all the
So,
fruit.
would
and
you like to
everything.
know my inspiration for making these? They get kids to drink water.
Oh, there we
Kids
go.
love water when they have fruit cubes. My kids actually helped make all of these. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take our beautiful plethora of whatever fruit you like. Now these over here are
I
actually
love the little balls.
old-fashioned balls.
Old-fashioned balls.
So they have the
Oh.
orange from the old-fashioned in them. You can do them in little cubes too.
Uh-huh.
And then they've got the cherries from the old-fashioned. You can do simple syrup in there with it, or if you want to get fancy, you can do some of the
Or
cherry
you can just
syrup.
skip the water and put bourbon in that.
Yeah, well, it won't freeze if you do that, but you see, you know, you've got
See
these
what I'm
pretty
doing?
little.
Those would be beautiful to add to an old-fashioned.
These we've had here. Would you like to make some
yeah,
cubes?
I'm gonna make some cubes.
These I've got mint and lemon in, and we actually use lemonade as the liquid. So if you don't want to water your drink down,
Love
you
that.
can use, you know, mint syrups in there. You can add lemonades, strawberry lemonades. We added some of our strawberry sauce. We're going to use in one of our cocktails, put some splashes in the cubes. And yeah, you can just get fun and make whatever you want. This batch right here, oh, look how cute the little cherries are.
This is such a fun little festive thing that I think it's such a small touch that when
Yes.
guests come over, you're like, oh my goodness, it looks
And
like you.
like I said, you know,
you
it's
did that
summer,
for
it's hot,
days.
you have a pool party, your drinks are not
Right.
going to get watered down when they have, you know, the lemonade and the cocktail in them. So you can just put whatever kinds in there you
like
like.
the lemonade idea. That's
This
a great
is a-
idea.
Mint lemonade here, so we could put, we used all of our mint for our.
Did we?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we
There it
got
is.
some more. We got some more.
So it's like
right here.
mint. So you can just take your pretty little mint
There we go.
leaves. Now you can,
Tearing them up.
yeah, you can cut them, you know, and chiffonade them and put them in there, or you can find the little tiny ones and stick them in there whole. And then you can fill these up with lemonade. You can put water in them. You can do, you know, like the little Crystal Light flavor packets. And then they don't water your drinks down.
Where did you get these cute little trays?
These each one either came from Walmart or Kroger.
Oh, there we go again. More
Amazon, you can
deals.
get them too, but these are my favorite. They keep and hold the shape the best.
Right.
These are kind of a pain in the butt, but they are gorgeous. They're a showstopper. They look
Pain
great.
in the butt to make or to get out of the tray?
To make.
To make.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get it real closed tight, because if it leaks, then your ball, you know, kind of has ice spreading out.
that's no
But
fun, yeah.
it's worth it if you can
Okay.
tolerate that.
I got to take a gazpacho break.
Oh yes. Yeah, my kids will even sit outside in the summer and eat the cubes.
It's like a little popsicle, a healthy little popsicle. All right, what are we doing next?
Okay, now we're going to make the actual cocktails. So we are going to be doing 2 different lemonades, but they're 2 very different lemonades. This one is going to be a strawberry mint lemonade.
Ooh.
So for our mint, we've got a mint syrup, and this is just this is a homemade lemonade that
Okay.
we made a few days ago. You can use country time. You can use already pre-made
Just like
bottled lemonade.
you can do just the powder. And,
Yes,
and make
you can
that.
do Crystal Light powders. We do that all the time
Okay.
to make lavender lemonade. So for our mint syrup, it's just like a simple syrup. You're going to do 1 to 1, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, but you're going to throw a handful of fresh mint in there. And you're going to let it simmer, you know, for about 10, 15 minutes. And then when you turn it off, you're just going to leave that mint in there for a while. It's going to be brown and ugly. You're going to want to strain it out and put
Okay.
fresh mint in for your drinks, but let it sit in there for a while. And then, did you leave the mint over here? Okay. So we're going to take our
What do you
lemonade.
need? So pick up a plastic.
And we're gonna add our mint
Like I'm
syrup
here
to
to
it.
help with my plastic spoon. I'm here to help, Brandi.
We're gonna add our mint syrup to it, and then we're gonna add our homemade strawberry sauce if you wanna pour that in there.
Oh, how did you make this?
We just take fresh strawberries, cut them up, pour some sugar. You can use a little honey on them and a little bit of lemon juice. Just pour it all in there.
The whole thing. Oh my goodness.
We have more syrup for the bottoms of the cocktails.
Smells delicious.
But you
That
can
smells
also just buy
fresh.
your favorite strawberry preserves, or if your
Yes.
grandmother's strawberry freezer
this
jam
is-
recipe.
This has, you know what's in this.
Yes.
Right? Like you know the ingredients.
And then of course you're gonna wanna put some fresh mint leaves in it.
Okay.
And the fun thing about this is you can make it ahead because the mint's gonna taste better. Or the lemonade's gonna taste better if you make it ahead of time. The mint will muddle in with it more. And you can even take like a muddler and go in there and smash down the mint. I did in this lemonade beforehand.
I like that container. Where'd you get that
Yeah,
container? I
these
feel
are
like I should
from-
go shopping with you.
They are from Amazon. I'm a really good bargain shopper. I
That's
think
why
I got
I need to go shopping
4
with
of them
you.
for
I
maybe
like that.
$11.
That's very practical.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our strawberry mint cubes that we made. Get some of those in here. And then I'm also gonna put in a few of just the plain lemon cubes since it's a lemonade. We'll get our little
Some more lemon.
lemon over here on the side. We'll do just a little strawberry garnish.
You can do as little or as much as you want, depending on
you know,
if you're
I make
rushing with
this
the crowd,
and
you know.
pour it in, you know, like tiny little water bottles. We refill them with this and put them in the fridge for the kids to drink. So they don't have to be fancy. They're still delicious. And then, you know, just a couple
Garnish,
of
top it
another little
off.
strawberry in
Look at all
there and
a
you
little
know,
more, a little more.
just a little dollop of sauce. You know, it's pretty on the bottom to have just a little sauce.
And what a great, it always drives me nuts when you go to events and they have a full bar but not enough creative mocktails.
yes.
This is a lovely, beautiful mocktail that you could serve up that's, you know what I mean? Like you
Yes,
want to be
and-
part of the party too.
Some people are afraid of the mint mixed in with the
No.
fruit. It's really okay. And if you don't want the sugar, you can use an artificial sweetener, Splenda, whatever you like, monk fruit, honey, and cook with your
So
mint
good.
and water. And it's still going to be a sweet mint syrup. It won't be as thick, but it'll still flavor it great.
So good. Perfect on a hot day.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then,
Oops.
of course, it is also great with vodka or rum in it,
Right.
you know, to make the actual
You could
cocktail.
have the option of the mocktail and then this could be
Yes,
mixed with
yes,
something
it's
else.
super easy to do. Or you know, if you're having a party and there's kids there as well, you know, it's a fun drink for the kids.
Very
Use a
fun.
different glass for the adults.
Delicious.
This one is my favorite, and
Okay.
people are a little bit more weary of it because we're putting basil in our lemonade.
No, that sounds good.
I love basil. My kids were scared of it when they heard basil, and they loved it when they drank it. So all
It's
we're
one of
gonna
those things
do.
when you don't have to tell your kids every ingredient that's
Oh.
going into something. Wait till they try it and how
If you
great
haven't
it's
met
gonna be.
my kids, they want to know.
Yes,
They
for sure.
watch every ingredient
They're
going
gonna
into
say,
it.
what is this? What is that?
So we've got a basil syrup. We did the exact same thing. Our simple syrup, 1-to-1, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, handful of basil. It's really great to use up your old bruised basil too. It goes bad so quickly. And instead of throwing it away, you
Throw it
can make
away.
a simple syrup. It'll last for weeks in the fridge. And then we're gonna just throw that in. If you see the little green specks, I actually blended a little basil in it and strained it out too. I like a lot in there. So put our basil syrup in.
Oh, look at that.
We're gonna put some fresh basil. Put a few lemon wedges down in our container. Whoop. A little faster.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, got
So-
our basil cubes.
If you're done taking notes at home and you're like, whoa, so many great, great things, don't worry. Chef Brandi has everything over at TikTok and Instagram, an easy how-to for all the recipes. Of course, you can go to southern-flair.com or check out Chef Brandi on TikTok and Instagram. Your whole summer spread has been made.
Add
Cheers,
a little bourbon
everybody.
to this one and you
Thank
have a mint
you.
julep lemonade.
There we go. Cheers, everybody. Just go to Chef Brandi on Insta and TikTok for the complete recipes. We've made your summer entertaining absolutely easy now.